For days, Achilles drags the body of Hector around the walls of Troy.
Never have the Trojans seen such brutality. But finally, after a proper ceremony for Patroclus, Achilles retires to his tent with the body of the slain Hector.
Achilles, I have come to retrieve the body of my son here to the royal house of Troy.
Body is a war prize and retribution.
Achilles, I have come to retrieve the body of my son here to the royal house of Troy.
His body is a war prize and retribution.
I have brought gold in exchange for my son. I understand that 25 ducats is appropriate.
Put the gold in the scale.
Priam and his daughter Polyxena set the gold onto the scale.
The gold you brought does not meet the conditions.
Polyxena, with tears in her eyes, steps forward and removes a heavy gold chain from around her neck. She puts it on the scale with the gold coins. The scale tips.
Achilles, his heart overcome by her sorrow and loveliness, finds that he has softened.
Please sit down, King Priam. Now tell me how things have come to this.
They talk of their sorrows until late in the evening. All the while, Achilles grows more and more fond of Polyxena.
Finally, Priam, noticing his daughter's effect on the Greek warrior, offers her hand in marriage.
If her marriage will mean an end to the misery of my people, I give her to you.
I accept your offer, but this must remain secret at present, as I am not the commanding officer and will need to discuss the union with Agamemnon.
Achilles embraces Polyxena and takes her hand.
Dear lady, forgive me the misery that I brought to you and to your family.
Meanwhile, allies to the house of Troy have arrived, and as their numbers are great and their warriors fresh, the Greeks take a beating.
Soldiers came from as far away as Ethiopia, and with them, their leader, Memnon, son of the goddess Aurora. Ajax rushes in to Achilles to urge him into the battlefield.
fierce warrior woman has come to fight. Memnon, son of a goddess, we need you. I'm weary of the fight, but I can't refuse you. Get my armor.
They join the melee on the plains of Troy.
Achilles is rushed from all sides, but a strong Amazon tests his strength. They fight at length until Achilles strikes a deadly blow. As she falls, Achilles tears off her helmet. They recognize each other as soulmates.
Hindi sila, god of Amazons.
Great warrior Achilles, you have slain the one who has always loved you.
She dies in his arms. In a rage, he lashes out and spots the king of Ethiopians. Achilles rushes him.
Memnon, son of Aurora.
Memnon turns but is struck down immediately. He falls. Achilles walks off in disgust.
Aurora's grief at the loss of her son is so great that each morning at dawn before Apollo's chariot pulls up the sun, her tears rain down on the land and appear to mortals as dewdrops on flower petals and the green blades of grass.
The next day, Achilles sneaks out of camp and meets Polyxena at the temple of Apollo. This is not the first of their meetings. They have spent much time together, talking about their families and their future.
Polyxena, seated beside him on a bench, tells of her childhood chasing dragonflies along the reed-choked Trojan river Scamander. Achilles tells her of being dipped in the river Styx as an infant so that he would be immortal, and except for the fact that his heel is vulnerable, he is as immoral as mortals get.
And as they talk, Achilles grows to love her and looks forward to an end of the war.
Tell me once more about your trip to the oracle at Delphi.
There will be no more tales to tell, save for the tales of your death.
Polyxena calmly stands and steps aside. Achilles realizes he has been betrayed. He draws his sword.
Polixena, could you have so willingly thrown away your future?
My future was destroyed when you killed my brother Hector. I despise you and take pleasure in avenging my brother's death.
Paris lets fly a single arrow. It hits Achilles in his heel, a perfect aim. Achilles cries out in pain. He falls. Polyxena and Paris hear voices. They leave the temple. From the sea, a great wailing begins, and a foamy froth as the shoreline begins to churn. The sea is disturbed.
Out of the depths comes Tethys. With her come a dozen sea sisters. They prepare the body of Achilles for the funeral pyre. His ashes will be mixed with those of his friend Patroclus.
Great is my wound, my son Achilles, taken away from me. After I worked so hard to keep him out of the harm's way. Make Zeus release her from her pain. As a babe, I held him by his heel and dipped him into the immortal water of the river Styx, which gave everlasting life. Achilles' heel was his only weakness. Great Zeus, show your mercy. As a youngster, I gave him the best tutor a boy could have, Chiron, the centaur, master of arms and learning. Great Zeus, her misery is endless. As a man, I hid him of the island of Syros, determined to keep him from the war. Poseidon, god of the sea, will join me in an end to the royal house of Troy.
Athena, protector of Achilles, proposes a vote for the arms of Achilles, his armor to the best soldier of the Greek forces.
The warriors must choose between Odysseus and Ajax. Agamemnon broods over not being nominated.
Here are two jars. One jar full of clay marbles represents votes for Ajax, and one jar for Odysseus. Let the vote be counted.
Athena, fond of Odysseus for his clever strategy, sees to it that he has the most votes. Agamemnon peers into the jar, then whispers to Athena.
It has been decided by the soldiers of the Greek forces that Odysseus will receive the arms of Achilles.
Stunned and silent, Ajax looks off into the distance. He does not notice when the rest of the soldiers leave. But the goddess Athena sends madness into his body, and instead of slaying men, he smotes down swine used to feed his fellow soldiers.
What have I done? I am ashamed. I've slaughtered not man but swine. I am a soldier. It is my purpose to bring down men. My powers have been wasted. I cannot live with such shame.
And Ajax falls on his sword.